So now that we remember Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, as well as a little bit of the ratio, SOHCAHTOA, we're going to look into a new skill working with slope and the tangent ratio. So in this right triangle, triangle x, y, z, the slope of segment z is the ratio of rise over run. So the slope of angle z is actually x over y, right? Because we rose x amount and we ran y. The other thing you could do is you could write rise this way and run that way, but you'll notice they're the same length and same height. The tan ratio, opposite over adjacent, angle here, opposite over adjacent, is equal to the slope. So tan x is equal to m. Thus, the slope of this segment z, the hypotenuse of the triangle, is the same as the tangent of angle x. Angle x can be referred to as the angle of elevation, okay? And angle y is called the angle of depression. So when you have an angle of elevation, you're looking up from the horizon. So angle of elevation, this is the horizontal axis right here. The elevation is there. So the angle of elevation is from the horizon upward. Angle of depression, that's when you're looking down. So you have the horizon and the angle looking down is there. Okay, so on this picture, your angle of depression is actually this section. Okay, so the slope of this hypotenuse as a fraction, find it. And use it to find the angle of elevation here from the horizon up. So the slope is rise over run. So we're rising 6.8 because that's a high, a y, and we're running 4.2. So we substitute in rise over run, gives us 6.8 over 42. You could divide this right away if you wanted. 6.8, sorry, I need a decimal there. Decimal 8 divided by 4.2. Some people right away would put it into bigger fractions, okay? But it gives you a slope of 34 over 21 if you reduce it. Some people leave it as decimals, and that's okay. Other people would get it at fractions. You actually have a math fraction button on this thing. All I did was hit math and then hit number 1 for fraction, and it actually changes it into that fraction, 34 over 21. So once you've got that slope, you can solve for the angle of elevation by taking that slope, that 34 over 21 or that 1.6, and taking the inverse tan. That'll give you the angle of elevation to be about 58.3. So if we looked here, if we did second tan of our answer, we're going to end up with that 58.3 degrees as our angle of elevation. So try some of these, build your skills, and then we will carry on into a new skill. Okay, so try your 2 pages of build your skill, and then you'll have a bell work into your new skill.